Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Chanel's Reality. Okay, thank you guys for stopping by. I'm Chanel, and this is my reality. So, today, listen, we're going to discuss petty number one and petty number two. Porsha Guobadia and Simon Guobadia. I think Porsha's back to Porsha Williams now. I don't know. And yes, I'm eating beans and rice. These beans and rice are the truth. Okay? Get into it. Okay. I'm going to try not to be ratchet. Oh, hopefully. Oh my God. If y'all were here with me, I would let y'all try some. This is some really well seasoned. Okay. I'm going to stop being greedy and overeating. Anyway. So, that is so good. Okay. It's almost 4 in the morning. And I'm out here drinking milk because this is spicy. The beans and rice. I don't really like spice. Well, I like spice, but the way my tongue is set up, be like, no. So I got my milk here, trying to survive. It's the andouille sausage. That's what it is. That's the problem. Okay. So we're going to talk about the horrible hot-ass mess of Simon Guobadia and Porsha Guobadia. And I've named this episode Criminals by Bravo. Listen, I've been saying this, Criminals by Bravo. I mean, allegedly, her husband, girl, he has all kinds of alleged allegations. Fraud, bank fraud, identity fraud, overstaying his visa. Child. Everything's alleged on Chanel's Reality. Anything I say is in my opinion, and it's for entertainment purposes only. Okay. I wrote on here, top 5 reasons Porsha can't be trusted. Put in the comments what you think the top 5 reasons are for you from watching. If you watched Atlanta, I watched Atlanta from its inception when Sheree didn't have enough money and that crazy man was saying he was going to check her. And what did Sheree say? Who going to check me, boo? Listen. Anyways. Speaking of Criminals by Bravo, she was going to marry a criminal. That guy that was in jail. And he came out. I don't get it, Sheree. Listen. And I know this isn't about her, but I'm like, now that I think back to it, I'm like, girl. That man was in prison for 3 years or 4 years or something like that. And you waiting on him, and I just knew he was going to look good. I don't know why I knew that. And now that I think about it, because Bob looked, child, listen. Okay. What did Scott say, Shannon Sharp? He's a pretty monster. Shade free. Anyways. Okay, so like I said, my top 5 reasons Porsha can't be trusted. Number 1, she's an opportunist. She saw Fallon's husband, Mr. Guobadia, as an opportunity. She's going to say, oh no, we fell in love 2 weeks after the show wrapped. No, you didn't, sis. I wonder, now that I think about it, I'm like, did she go in his house and like, child, how you go in your coworker? How do you get invited to your coworker's home to shoot a television show? And once the television show wraps, then you put a picture online of you and your coworker's husband. Be clear, he was still married to his wife, your coworker. How do you post a picture of you, him, And your baby daddy. The hot dog guy. She hasn't even divorced him yet. And you're on a boat with this man on a yacht somewhere, child. Well, the second reason is she lies. Because we all know that was a lie. Allegedly. Well, really, I mean, Fallon was still married to Simon Guobadia when Porsha posted this stuff that they're together and shocked the whole, like, probably broke, at least for the reality TV internet. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, guys. It's 4 a.m. and I'm still over here trying to be great. Just saying. Get into it. The other reason she can't be trusted is because she can be bought. This is my opinion. I mean, I feel like she sells her, Queen Victoria to the highest bidder. You know some poor people Portia's been with? Just seems like it's for sale, girl. I don't know. Because who did she marry for love? Who did she date for love? I don't know any of them. Cordell was, child, a pretty monster. She divorced him. But that's why you can't trust Porsha. Remember the first season that she came on? She was Mrs. Stefford's wife. My grandfather was Hosea Williams. He marched with Dr. King. She has all of this class and, she's his Barbie. She put Kenya out. Or what did she do? She called Kenya Miss USA? Or Miss United States? Or Miss America? I don't know. Whatever it was. Kenya was sitting already. She wanted to. Kenya was just bothered by Porsha. Probably because Porsha fake. But so is Kenya, if we're being honest. She put Kenya on the curb. Anyways, my point is, she's fake. You follow this story and you tell me she ain't fake. She got on the show. She was Miss Stefford's wife. Like I said, Hosea Williams is her grandfather or great-grandfather or whatever the case may be. She's on this show. She's supposed to be classy. She's married to this pretty monster, Cordell Stewart, I think is his name. I take that back, God. God ain't done with me yet. Okay? I'm a work in progress. So, she's married to him who, based on what Bravo showed, super controlling. She tried to have a conversation with him outside about how she wants to have a baby. And he's like, well, if you're going to have a baby with me, you're going to have to basically do this, this, and that. He's just going to make it really difficult for her and not let her out of the end of it. And, she's just like, he's basically like, you can't work, you can't do this, that, and other. And she's just like, yes, I can. We can get a nanny. He's like, no. He just was so controlling. That's how it came across on the TV, sir. But then he, what did he do? I think he divorced her on like Twitter, or she found out on Twitter or something like that. That's just savage. But it's not any more savage than, shooting at your coworker's house for your TV show with her in her pool. And then marrying her husband at the end of the season. I can't. Well, she didn't marry. I take it back. Getting engaged. What, 2-3 weeks after they wrapped? The lady was still married. Porsha, what are you doing, girl? Savage. So, maybe she learned it from Cordell. It's just savage behavior. Hi, girl. Anyways. So that's why I say she can be bought. Because the new guy, Simon, he's not cute. To me. I wouldn't marry him. And listen. They are giving us a show on the internet. Like, they are going back and forth. I think I heard last week that he had to call the cops because apparently Porsha allegedly sent some men to his house. I think it said 2 and then it became 3. And they were armed in some way. He also, they both a petty mess, okay? I guess Simon changed the locks on the doors. Um, Somebody said, I don't know who this was. Was it Kim Fire? Somebody said that he has a moving company or a lock company or whatever, like on speed dial. So clearly, this ain't his first rodeo, okay? So he changed all the locks. Um, but I think he didn't do that until he petitioned, or his lawyers petitioned the court because they're getting a divorce. Um, in their prenup, is my understanding is that he would have 30 days to vacate the premises. And from what I understand, what's being said, he had his attorneys reach out to her attorneys and say, hey, listen, can I get an extension to 45 days? I don't know. My boobs are they're just growing, and I'm not sure listen, I don't know what's happening. I'm not in control of nothing over here. These boobs are just doing whatever they want to do. Like, I just don't understand. Like, what's going on? What's going on? Anyway. Yeah, so Porsha's lawyers, when they got the, request for an extension to 45 days, they promptly said, hell to the no, to the no, no, no. Child. So I guess Simon was like, oh yeah? Two could play that game. Why he went and changed all the locks. And then I feel like he petitioned the court to basically have, like, I wouldn't say it's a restraining order, but he asked them to not allow her to be on his property. Their marital home. Yeah, just, she can't come here. Yeah, I don't want her here. No. It's non-negotiable. And then this ninja then changed all the locks. And then, allegedly, flew to Dubai. That's some real... Listen. I am a good person. I'm a good, decent human being. I promise you I am. Okay? I've been in the service of others my whole entire working life. Okay? However, I could be a whole... Listen, I could hatch a plan. Okay? Pull up this moving truck to my house, back it up when you go to work, or whatever the case may be. My husband lives here. Of course he lives here. But I meant to say, like, he works from home and has been for, like, almost 4 years now. So, I don't know how I would do it if I needed to. I can hash a plan. I probably would do something. So, no, I was going to say I probably would do something like send him somewhere or have his mom, like, them go somewhere together on a weekend or something. The problem with that is, years ago, just sidebar, we stopped using like Brinks or ADT or, everybody used to have, what is it called? Security systems, because Best Buy started selling all kind of camera systems, and then it's an app on your phone, and it was just like, yes, let's have that. We want to secure our house. Okay. Even though, thankfully, nothing's ever happened in my neighborhood like that. What I didn't realize is that I was also entrapping myself. So I can't bring, Saks and Louis Vuitton. As you can see, I have so many. Listen, I have a problem. There's a problem. But, like, I didn't realize. I was like, oh, this ninja now can see every package I bring in. Because there's a camera on the doorbell, right? And then there's a camera. So, like, if I open the door, there's one right there facing the door that's opening. There's one in the living room over here. It's a motion one. So whenever someone moves, it moves with it. In the bedroom. In the theater room, we have, like, cameras everywhere. We have one on the outside. Anyway, it's covered. My thing is, there ain't no entrance for me to hide my, expensive items. Or even my Target, because my husband, I think every husband is just like, what, as me, I'm always like, why you always gotta ask me where I'm going, how much can I see? But then I watch those memes on the internet where the husband will be like, where you going? Target. And then he goes with her. Child. I think it's just a woman thing. I don't know what it is. But anyways. So, like I said, they are a whole hot petty mess. He has all the doors, locks changed. And why this is truly, what is happening with this one loose hair? He just wants to ruin my day. I don't get it. He just wants to ruin my day. So allegedly, he changed all the locks and flew to Dubai. To Dubai. Okay, that's some play. Like, that's gangster, and I'm here for it. He last week, I feel like he was in a yacht with some woman. Pictures everywhere. They just a whole hot ass mess. I didn't watch Family. What is it called? Porsha Family Matters or something. I didn't watch that. I don't want to watch a show of Porsha. I just think that would be boring, so I didn't watch it. But I didn't hear it was boring. I heard it was just like ratchetest, like Zeus ratchet. Porsha, did that My Family Matters things or whatever? Porsha Family Matters, did it get renewed? Y'all need to put Bravo. Y'all need to put Candy in the Game back on. I like them. I didn't finish that season either, but when I watched, I was like, okay, these beans are so good. Listen. Okay. Sorry. Sorry. I gotta eat, right? So, this is the problem with the locks changing and all that. Somehow, I guess he changed her access to the gate. They probably live in some gated community because from what I could tell online, she has a really nice house. Shania does too. And I think they both married Nigerian men. They got pregnant at the same time. It was really cute. Anyway, this is the dilemma. So now, somehow Porsha's accessed the house through, I guess, whatever gate. She can't get in because, like I said, he changed all the locks. And she was supposed to have Porsha Jr. PJ's birthday party there. And she can't get in the house. He done changed all the codes, allegedly. And I forget exactly what happened, but she didn't put him on blast. He don't care if he in Dubai. That's a money city. Man, my people are there. Listen, I went over there. I was just like, you know, me and my husband, we thought we were so, well, I thought we were so bald. I'm like, yep, we flying first class to Dubai. Yeah, honey. He's like, no, we don't need that. He doesn't know what's best for him. I know what's best for him. What's best for him is what's best for us, and what's best for us is for us to be in first class. Okay? So, but I thought I had a great life. I was like, I'm balling. Nah, I'm not balling. Not at all. But I'm like, you know, I have a good life, right? Yep. Then I showed up in Dubai. And I was like, I gotta do better. Everybody in the G-Wagon and Maserati and Bugatti and child. Listen, money, okay? Anyways, Simon over there with the money people. So I don't know. They both have been also too, like, on the internet, like sending these messages. Oh my God, back and forth. I think Simon put on his Instagram like something like play stupid games, win stupid prizes. And then Porsha's like posting something like be quiet before I'll let everybody know whatever, like threatening. They a whole hot ass mess. But I mean, I'm not sad for Porsha. Here's why. Because she did the same thing she always does, which is I'm more interested in how much money I can spend with him. You already have your own money. Now, I don't know how much money he has. Maybe you worth $5 million and he worth 50. Yes, that is a big ass difference. But you still worth 5, if that's what she's worth. I don't know. So, I don't understand why you would need to marry for money at this point. Like, if you know it, you're a pretty girl, you got a body, yaddy, yaddy, and you know you hot and all that, go get whoever the big baller is, if that's what you're into. Yep, go marry the ugly baller. Like, go do that. But now you have your own. You're a name, and you know that you are. So I don't know why you still looking for the pot of gold. And I also don't feel bad for you because You didn't win, found a pot of gold. Girl, listen. What did that thing say? God is not sending you somebody else's husband. Like, and then how do you then? So you didn't marry this lady's husband. Well, you got engaged or something. While she's still married, you're dating her. It's a whole hot ass mess. That is not you winning, Porsha. That's somebody else's husband that you didn't win and slept with. Like, girl, what are you doing, child? And then I think Porsha, I don't know if she petitioned the court or something, because she was basically like, she don't want, because she said, I don't know where she said this, but it was something like, you know, he's had other women in the house. So they're both like saying at this point, they're like, he's like, yeah, she was cheating on me, allegedly. She was cheating on him. And before they even got married, allegedly, she had dated his cousin or something like that. Allegedly. That's what's being reported. And from what I understand, based on the rumors, is that the guy that bought her that white Rolls Royce, like, who giving out Rolls Royces? Child, listen. I don't know what Porsha did to get. How do you get a whole Rolls Royce? Anyway, so allegedly she was dating that guy that got her the rose. Because Claudia Jordan said on the bus, on whatever season Claudia was on, she was like, we have a mutual friend. And I know for a fact the guy that gave you that Rolls Royce is married and whatever. And, you know, of course, Porsha's like, no, you don't know. But what did Claudia say? File a lawsuit against me if you bought that life. This is why I love Porsha. I mean, not Porsha. This is why I love Claudia Jordan. She was a great housewife. Even Nene was like, yeah, you should hire her. She read me. Okay? And she did. Claudia read Nene to the ground and back up again. I was here for it. I was like, yes, bitch. Because I don't think Nene has been read like that ever before or since. Yeah. She was good for housewives, I feel like. Claudia, if you want to come on Chanel's Reality, listen, I would love to have you, honey. I would love to pick your brain. You seem like an awesome person in real life. Because I just feel like Claudia's not the fuck shit. Like, I'm just saying. She seems like a real one in my mind. But what I know. It's just interesting to me. Because I'm like, I promise you. Simon enrolled at Petty University. Okay? He literally, I feel like, he has a PhD in being petty. He started his classes with when he was still married with Fallon, because that was a whole petty mess too. How are you not even divorced and you dating your wife's coworker publicly? Child. I know Fallon somewhere like, that's what your ass get. I don't get it. So, Porsha, come to the front room. So you want to have a beef with Nene because she posed and took a picture from a lunch that she had, double dating, whoever, I don't know. Allegedly. Because I don't know from when the picture was. But Porsha wasn't the girl in the photo. So I'm going to assume it was recent. You beefing with Nene because you didn't went and told the whole Netflix people, I ain't working with her. Child. And then Nene called her out on it on social media. It's just like, wow. So you mad at Nene, but you ain't mad at this dude? Sure, girl. If anybody could probably give you some help, guidance, even though Nene doesn't know it all, I feel like she's a decent human being. She's petty too, though. Okay? They all graduated with a PhD from Petty University. But I'm saying she's been there. Seriously. Greg wasn't into all the stuff that this guy you married has going on. But she can tell you how to get through, or how she got through a hard time. You know, between her and Greg and all the stuff that went on that I'm not going to get into. But she could probably help you. But now both of them, I feel like, on some level, cut to the white meat. Because now Nene on there talking about, Porsha's not famous. Allegedly. I can't with Nene. Needy night. No, you're known. I cannot. You got a whole hot ass mess of a marriage and a divorce, but you mad at Nene? Not saying two things can't. You could do both, but I'm like, girl, use that energy on that man because he clearly is out here wilding. He doesn't give a, and that's the thing that's so mind blowing to me. I'm just like, I know Hollywood and people that are in it are typically fake, meaning their persona, what they put out to the world, it's not authentically who they are. It's sort of like how we lie on our resumes. We add skills that we don't really have, but we like, you know, you give it a job, I'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's what the celebrities in Hollywood do. It's fake. You know, so you got to take it with a grain of salt. But I'm saying, from watching the, you know, what they put on posts, what they post on social media, I mean, you would think, even when I saw Porsha, she was on Watch What Happens Live, snatched and talking about Simon said he need to stop saying, she said something like, Simon saying you need to say Miss Guobadia and not Porsha Williams or whatever, Porsha Guobadia or something like that, which I thought was cute. But every time you would see them, it seemed like they were happy. It seemed like they were just, you know, having a good old time. And what's crazy is I feel like a week before that story, before all of the stuff hit the fan about Mr. Guobadia and everything that supposedly is going on with him legally, I was watching something Carlos King, and I think he may have had Heavenly or something, or it could have been him by himself, but he was like, Porsha is that girl. She's fly. She never flies anything but private. Like, she's living the life. She is not like us anymore. Like, he's going in, praising her, happy for her, this, that, and the third. Yes, she gonna come back. She gonna be the queen of, you know, Atlanta, da-da-da-da-da. Super happy for her. I have not heard one word from Carlos after he said it. Because, like I said, it was just like the next week, all of this stuff broke. He don't hush mouth. And I guess that's good. I mean, supposedly they're friends, so. All right. It just seems so quick. I never understand how you're so in love, like, you know, and then when people get a divorce, it's so disgusting how, like, savage they can become. I'm like, if I loved you at all, even if you're not my husband, even if you're just a friend or whatever, a person I like, if I cared about you, I'm not going to then blast you. I'm just not that girl. Call me whatever, but I'm just not that girl. I'm not going to blast you. Why? I'm not that person. I'm not the person that, like Kenya and Marlo, they're savages. They're going to throw the shit in your face. Please believe. They'll hold it until they don't need to hold it anymore. It's somebody on Potomac that does that too. Who does that? Is it Ashley? No. Dr. Heavenly from Married to Medicine. That's who does that. Don't tell Dr. Heavenly any of your business. She's going to use it against you. Implement your Miranda rights when you talk to sis. Everything needs to be surfaced. You have to look at her like the neighborhood watch, the neighborhood Karen. That's how you got to look at Dr. Heavenly, because she doesn't have any loyalties. She gonna tell on you. She gonna call the police and she gonna tell on you. Even though you've been nice to her, sent your child down, and, you know, help her do this, that, and the other, get the groceries out the car. Savage. I have one that lives two houses down from me. She told my, like, sidebar. So I agreed to have these people from Home Depot come tell me about soft water, try to sell me soft water, whatever. And they're giving like a gift card or whatever when I was there trying to buy an orange tree today. Anywho, so the lady came by. I was in here doing whatever I was doing in the kitchen, but my doorbell, when it rings, you hear it in every room. And I didn't hear a doorbell. So I don't know, but she messaged me, somebody else messaged me, and then she called me, I think, or something. Anyway, when I went and checked my phone, I saw that, you know, she had called, and she was just kind of like, I was telling her, you know, we can read whatever for Monday. And then we were trying to, because I was trying to figure out, I'm like, I didn't hear a doorbell, and my doorbell rings in every room, so I don't know. She's like, yeah, what did she tell me? Because I thought maybe she didn't have the right address, but then she read the right address to me, and then she was like, yeah, your dog was on the porch, because I had him outside in his kennel, and it's cold outside, so he's fine. But not cold, it's like 70 degrees. So, and it was a beautiful day. He was fine. So when she told me that, then I was like, yeah, I know she knows. She came to my house. I just didn't hear a doorbell. Never heard one. Don't know what happened. But I was like, oh, and then she told me about the Karen that lives up the street. That's not her name, but that's who she is. Anyway, she's a horrible human being. She is. But she also is she's our like unofficial neighborhood watch. She gonna know who is out of place. Why is this car here? She'll be calling the police in a hot second. Like, anything looks suspicious, we know that she knows what happened. And I was telling the lady that came by, she was like, oh yeah. The lady was like, yeah, they're probably in there just ignoring you. I'm like, girl, but I promise you, every time I get out of my car or we're walking the dog, whatever, she can't wait to come talk to you. So like, I tell everybody, anytime we're having a game night, whatever it is, just don't even engage. Run the other way, because she has nothing to do. Like, nothing to do. So she just sits and picks with people. She doesn't pick at us. But I mean, the fact that she told that lady that this lady don't even know me. And neither does Karen, okay? By the way. She don't know me. Girl, what are you talking about? You telling this lady that? See what I'm saying? It's crazy. Anyways, I don't even know how I got off on that tangent. But let me see what else I want to say. Oh, that's what I was going to say. If y'all remember the first season, Porsha was on there. This is why you can't trust her. Porsha was a whole Stepford wife. Remember I was saying, she's just like supposed to be so classy. Her, her lineage is supposed to be great. She's married this football player. She's living in, behind the gates or whatever the case may be. Dressing all proper. Talking about she don't want to go to the strip club. Why are you in Vegas? That's what people do. I've never been to a strip club in Vegas. But Vegas is fun. It's popping 24/7. Okay? Especially at night. But it's popping 24/7. There's something to do. So why did you come here? But she was... I am so proud of him. He let me come here for real. I am really proud of him. Child, you are 30-something years old. What you mean you proud that he let you come, girl? But that's what I say. Fakery, right? Because the next season or the season or two after he divorced her on Twitter, suddenly we got Porsha, from Thailandia. Child. Right? Fake. But she listen, she fooled me for at least one season. She's a whole hot ass mess. But the fact that you think that God sent you him, that was somebody else's husband, sis. But she also thinks that there are 265 days in a year, and that, there had to be something down there, because how would the train? Sure. She felt like the Underground Railroad was an actual train. How do you come onto the show and say that your grandfather marched with Dr. Martin Luther King, and you think that the Underground Railroad is an actual train running underneath the church or buildings? Not smarter than a 5th grader. I just don't understand. Did you graduate college, Porsha, girl? Child. Brains, not so much. Beauty, she good. I do think she felt like she finally got the life she wanted. He just, like I said, let me sell my Queen Victoria to the highest bidder. And now you in this situation. Somebody should tell Porsha. Maybe I'll tell her. She might not ever see this video. But listen, Porsha. There is no happily ever after. They lied to you. Life is what you make it. It's not a fairy tale. So, make better decisions. Stop selling your Queen Victoria to the highest bidder. Allegedly. I'm not saying the guy shouldn't have money. I'm not saying he shouldn't romance you. He shouldn't. I'm saying the guys you keep picking, based on what you've said, cheating on you, treating you poorly, whatever. Try a different type of guy. Because your qualifications are you rich? Stop me when I'm lying. Okay? Child. So she mad at him because he locked them doors. He won't move out. He's saying he ain't moving out and I'm locking the doors. And you and PJ can have your party somewhere else. Apparently he had women in there too. I mean, according to Porsha. She didn't want them in there, you know, stealing her Chanel and stuff, girl. Child. It's just a mess. But I'm about to get off of here. So just let me know in the comments if you guys agree with me about Porsha. If you disagree, tell me why. What do you think of them in this social media war, and you know how they were so in love a month and a half ago? Now all of it's come to a head. It's just really, I want to say, like, it's sad, you know, you always want to root for a marriage, but the fact that legitimately it appears that they went from happily ever after, literally flying on private jets and doing whatever, to he on a yacht with some girl, and she supposedly was cheating with whoever in their marital home. I don't know. It's a mess. It's a whole mess. Porsha, girl, you got to choose better, because the guys you keep getting. And then she trying to claim, oh, I didn't know. I wasn't getting a divorce based on his alleged immigration. I didn't know anything. Porsha, girl, you knew everything. You knew enough. Girl, stop. That y'all was engaged in, what, 3 weeks? Stop. What do you guys think about, you know, Simon's alleged criminal past? Do you think Porsha knew about it? Told y'all. Criminals by Bravo. Stop me when I'm lying. We should do, like, I should do a poll and see if everybody, if you can name all of the criminals, people that have criminal history that are either past, used to be on Bravo, friend of, whatever, chime down in the comments, let me know. Because the ones that I know, let's see. Teresa Giudice, her husband. Jen Shaw, allegedly Simon Guobadia. They suing. Aren't people suing Bravo? I'm not Bravo, but Andy, isn't Andy in like a few lawsuits? Child. But lawsuits aren't criminals. That guy Sheree dated for a hot minute, Jerome, whatever his name was. No, that wasn't his name. What was his name? Something else. What? He just is a whole hot ass mess. How dare you look like that and then ignore me? Cause Sheree was looking cute. He got out the jail. I'm like, what is happening with his teeth? Child. Anyway. Thanks, guys, for, you know, coming by Chanel's Reality. I really do appreciate it. I would love it, love it, love it if you guys would hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and the notification button so you'll know whenever I'm going to come on here and speak about something. You'll get a notification. And it also, you know, honestly, it helps. It helps. It's a free and easy way to support my channel just by hitting the like button, saying you were here. It's also good to put a comment. It helps. All the analytics. And I'm just, you know, like I said, a baby YouTuber just out here trying to be great. But I'm gonna go to bed now. It's time. Bye, guys. Thanks so much for watching Chanel's Reality. Talk to you guys later.